Well, so basically, I grew up in Germany. So I grew up in a town called Recklinghausen. And so we didn't have a car then. We grew up just taking public transport, walked everywhere, walked to the grocery store. I mean, these are long walks. And took, if we needed to, we would take electric rail system, or we'd take taxis if we really need to go somewhere far. So we never had a car growing up. So that was my memory growing up as a child. And later on in life, also, even after I moved to the US, I moved to Portugal for a little bit in Lisbon, and also just, again, relied on public transport and just walked everywhere. So I just liked that way of living. And the problem in general has always been based on economics, like where we lived and, where we are. It's difficult to have that sort of life because cities typically aren't planned that way. You have to get a car and drive somewhere far because typically neighborhoods aren't designed that way. For pretty much most of my life in the US, I've lived in Tennessee, I've lived in California. It's always been a driving lifestyle. And it wasn't until recently when I moved to LA and I just happened to live in a neighborhood which had stuff very close, that I was able to walk to the grocery store, walk to most things. And I started biking because it was convenient to bike just for fun, really. It wasn't really specifically starting out as utility. But I really liked returning to that sort of lifestyle where I didn't have to be in a box all the time. And I just happened to luck out and live in a neighborhood which was easily walkable. And so I started biking more. And then I found another biking group here in LA, and I started biking with them. And they're very aggressive in promoting that sort of bike-only sort of lifestyle. And I really like that. So that which made me really bike more to places where before I was just being lazy and getting in the car. So that was basically it.